Hello, spooky followers. My name is Indigo Grimm, here with a brand new spooky review. In the last video, I was talking about a mythology creature, a legend, about a a grassland haunt in the South America, in the grasslands, this area. You probably know him by now. He actually inspired multiple lore, including a movie and all the way down. We call him El Silbón, or the Whistler. If you don't know about the tale, because there's many tales about this creature, or ghost story, I should say. So listen to this tale, and I will read the tale best I can. If you don't know, El Silbón is actually a creature only spirit that haunts the area of in the grassland of South America. Basically, on the top region, this little area right there, the red margin. Basically, the grasslands is where he haunts. The El Silbón is just a long, thin creature wearing a hat, tattered clothes with a bag. But do not fool. That bag is full of human remains. Basically. Now, the tale varies depending who tells it. The one I heard is mostly common. You see, he was about to get married to a woman who was a prostitute. And basically, the family did not like that at all. Because marrying a prostitute was a big no-no. Instead of, normally, when you're dealing with a family feud, especially married to someone who's not exactly family friendly, or they disagree with your love choice, they would probably guilt trip you and a few other things, probably pay you and a few others. Nope, the father of the son actually literally, I was saying, killed the dude's wife. Literally killed her right there and then. And knowing that, after the deed was done, I can't exactly blame the guy. He murdered his own father over the rage, and in my own opinion, he kind of deserved that. Don't get me wrong, murdering is a bad no-no and against the law. So yeah, but in this case, he kind of deserved it. Even though wouldn't do that. I'd probably beat the guy up, but not murder him. But after the father died, the grandpa, or the head of the family, basically did not like that, and he killed his father in murderous rage. So instead he cursed him and basically whipped him. Basically tied him to a tree, whipped him, and basically, how to say it nicely, basically he rubbed lemon juice, alcohol, and salt in his wounds. And then he basically put his father's remains in a bag, put it on the dude's shoulders, and release him and say walk, run, and release his dogs, tearing him apart. Basically. That's one ruthless way to die. Seriously. But you already know, After all that, after the curse, he became El Silbón, or the Whistler. This creature or ghost is not to mess with. He actually, if I remember right, he actually only targets drunks, cheaters, and womanizers, in my opinion. They actually, and some of them, even innocent people, are not safe from this El Sabon at all. Knowing that, if you hear his whistle, and this is very crucial, if you hear it close, you're safe. But if you hear the whistle far away, that means he's right at you, waiting to beat the living shit out of you. Or kill you. Basically. And trust me, the way you die is the worst way to go. The reason why is because if you are drunk, then he will beat you, tear a hole to drink the alcohol out, and that hole that he made, he will rip every single bone and put it in his sack. Trust me. And since your bones, you cannot rest easily in peace. In my own opinion here, El Sabon is like a boogeyman in the South America border. But this El Sabon is also very popular in media. There's actually a movie and 2 statues. This one and this one. I think this one is more creepy a little bit. Not too creepy. But this one has more of a realistic look to the monster himself. Even the younger people, if you talk to him very serious, they say that you could still hear his whistle at night. If you hear it close, you're safe. But if you hear it far away, you're fucked. But he only targets womanizers, cheaters, and drunks. I don't think he would hurt a woman. I don't think so. Most of the time he mostly attacks men, like drunks and cheaters. And the reason why he only attacks drunks is because the alcohol was seeped into his wounds when he was whipped. After all, the grandfather did rub salt, lemon juice, and alcohol, depending what type of story you heard about. For me, I heard all 3 of them. All ended up the same. The man was tied up, brutally whipped, rubbed salt, lemon, and alcohol, put his father's remains in a bag, put it on his shoulder, and he ran so fast while being chased by ravenous, hungry, rabbit-filled dogs. Also, this is also another tale. If you actually heard him to your door, basically, just say the only way to get him away from you is having a dog. Any type of dog, small, big, or other. Because he hates these creatures for what they've done to him. But if you can't get rid of him, just say one of your family member will die. And so, if you hear his whistle far away or if it's in your house, please stay awake. Because some tales of else of this Silbón actually will stay at your house and counting his bones. If you hear him, then you're safe. If not, then you become his collection, just like usual. But, that's just one tale. So, if you want, in my own opinion, I would love to go see the area that Silbón reside to see if the tale is true or not. I would agree. But I got a lot of stuff to do soon. So no traveling for me. Also, I wasn't kidding. If you tell the younger folks in a serious tone about this creature, or they, even though some of them will laugh, but if you talk to them very serious, they will say at night they could still hear their whistle close. So, if I were you, if you are around that area, listen close, or you will be meeting Silbón himself. Well, I better get going. I got another spooky music review to do. So until then, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay spooky.